Hi everyone, welcome to Stamping Flair. Thanks for joining me today for my weekly Facebook Live. My name is Rochelle Laird Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne. I teach you how to create cards and other paper crafting projects, whether you're a beginner or advanced crafter. I'm here to help you along your creative journey. So thank you for joining me today. Please say hello, and for those watching on replay as well, thank you so much for taking the time and watching on YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you do enjoy it. So today we are going to be creating this card using the Everyday Details bundle, and I hope you stick with me as I share with you some fun tips on how to color that image and some ideas for creating your cards. As just a few extra announcements today, or notifications I should say. Starting tomorrow is the Great International Craft Show, and for short it's GIX 19, it's the series 19. The theme is Wish You Were Here. So it is a craft show which is online. It goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week, and it just bear with me, I'm just going to turn this air conditioner off so it doesn't bother us. And it runs it's free classes, so the live classes are free. It's generally a subscription based not the event, the classes. If you want to subscribe to Craft Alive, their Geeks TV, you can do so. But the live classes are free. So there's a variety of crafts that are presented by different people and who are good in have really good experience. So hop on and join and have a look if you have time. Look through the event. If you haven't already subscribed, you get a month free to try out Geeks TV as well. So that's something for you to enjoy. On Friday at 10:30, I'll be running my online craft class. So we'll be making 4 projects. So come join me and just keep an eye out. I'll be doing some pop-up lives over the 3 days as well on Facebook, so you can share with me some time and some creative projects. On each day I'll be there at 2:30. I will be running a class with 3 different projects which are exclusive to Craft Live. So go come join me. I will be there live for you. Okay, so it'll be lovely to chat with you. They have the chat facility, you can chat with me. All right, so this is our card, and you can find the Everyday Details bundle on this page 28 of the mini catalog. The bundle, so when you purchase a bundle, so you can see there it says 10%. You save 10% when you purchase a Stampin' Up bundle where it says that. It's $91.75. So because it's, I'll just bring that up to you. So it says $91.75. So because it's over $90, you will automatically qualify for our celebration rewards. So during celebration, which runs through 29th Feb, you can choose a free product with every $90 you spend during that promotion. So there's no limits to how many products you can earn and how many times you can order. Today I'll be using some of this free designer series paper, the Flight and Airy designer series paper, which is free with a $90 order. So first things first, I'm going to stamp my image, and then I'm going to die cut the circle. You can do it other way around as well, but that's I've just got it here, so I thought I'll start with that. I'm going to use Pebble Path ink, which is in color of 2023 to 2024 in color. You can use Tuxedo Black. I just wanted a bit of a more muted color, so it's not so strong. And I'm going to stamp this teacup image in there. We're going to be cutting using the Stylish Chef Stars. I did toss up whether to use the actual I'm not using the bundle. I'll tell you why, because I said I'm using the bundle, but it comes in a bundle, but I'm actually using the Stylish Chef Stars. I will try and use this, see how I go, and we'll sort of swap it around, and let's try something. I have the die cut there. I just felt it was a little bit big, but we could just change it up a bit, and you can tell me which one you prefer. Oops, I dropped my plates. Sometimes I like to try different things, and you know, today was one of those days where sometimes creative ideas just come through and you just keep creating. Today was not one of those days, and I would be fumbling around and trying different things, and just wasn't. I wasn't happy with it, and I was just going, oh, do I do this? Do I do that? And it was just weird. I'm going, oh, I just get on with it and do it. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and stick with the color scheme. And I'll be going, no, I don't like this die cut. It was like this. I'm going, do I use this circle or that circle? And I don't know whether you have some of those days, right? Just bizarre. Maybe we'll go with that. It's just for something different, and we've already got a die cut, so we might do some blending. Let's change course instead of die cutting from Balmy Blue. Now, that was one of the things I wasn't 100% happy about. I chose it. It's a color in the designer series paper, but I was umming and ahhing about that as well. It's just sometimes we make life harder than it is. Quite unnecessary, but we'll see. So I'm bringing a blending brush, just gonna take, I had a dark color in there, Pretty Peacock, because I tried Pretty Peacock, didn't like that, but we got there in the end, and I'm happy with what happened. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this one, I know how we can cover. See how I've missed a bit? We can put a little bit of linen thread or something on that side. If we position it right, we might, I'll cut another bit, but that's okay. We'll die cut it again. We don't want to have to fumble. Oops, sorry. I am thinking out loud, guys. So this is the Everyday Details dies. This one just cuts one. This particular one, when you die cut, it inlays and you get an outer circle and an inner circle. So but I really like this stamp set too. Like I always say, if you want some nice good shapes, get the dies, but I like the stamp set a lot. Just you can color it, lots of and you don't have to color it. You can use it as a line image. I've said that, but you can also use it as with stamping white markers to get some color directly on your stamp, which is quite nice. All right, that's got a nice image now. The other one I can use for something else. So I will re-ink that and make sure I'm getting Balmy Blue through that. Just go lightly around. I don't need a lot of it because it's gonna get covered by the center image. And it's okay if it has that pretty peacock because I am using it in the card. But I wanted to get that strength off. What do you like? Do you like pretty peacock? I have to say, when it came as an in color, I didn't particularly like it, and I know it's a favorite among many. And even now, it's probably not one of my go-to colors. I don't hate it, but I know lots love it. And that's the beauty when different people craft. You get different ideas. Everyone likes different colors, so you gravitate to your colors that you love. And the styles, and this is what we were talking about last night. I do a team catch up every Tuesday. Normally it's just like catch up as in I talk and give updates, but yesterday we were just discussing it, having lots of time, and then we ended up about 4 hours. We started crafting together, and it was a bit of fun. So, you know, when we have school holidays, we can do that kind of stuff. We do it on Zoom, so no matter where anyone is, they can join in. Okay, it's not quite balmy blue, but I think my balmy blue is a bit low on ink, but it's more pretty peacock, but it will run with it. Now we're going to color this image, and I've got a range of Stampin Blends. So for the cup, I've got soft sea foam and a light old olive, and I'm also using a little bit of wild wheat. And then I'm bringing in some other bits and other colors, and I'll bring them in little by little, just getting them from my little box. Because I'm using I'm picking soft sea foam, kind of the light, the green is actually garden green, but in there you can see like it tapers out to graduates out to a different color. So and I thought, oh, it looks like a lighter color, and it reminded me of soft sea foam. So I'm starting off with Lost Lagoon here in the center, light Lost Lagoon. Please let me know whether if you have any issues seeing or hearing, but just give me some feedback if it's not, the image looks unclear. And then I'm blending in dark soft sea foam, so at the base of the leaves, and it blends in and gives you sort of a different color, which is nice. And then I'm bringing in light soft sea foam, just for the ends, which would be closer to the light. Now for the cup, I'm doing soft sea foam as well. That's what we were coloring. I got sidetracked with the leaves. That's okay. So we'll start with soft sea foam, light soft sea foam here, and I'm leaving that center bit or the edge. I'm going to do that in wild wheat. So I'm basically following these lines, and I will go over it with dark soft sea foam there, but I just want to start it off. So now here I'm going to add a bit of shadow there under with the soft sea foam, because it's got your thought of imagining the cup going inwards. And the same there. And I'll define it further with some old olive, light old olive. So I'll do a third shade here, basically of another green, and again adding more color there. So just dotting a bit of color under there, and I'll bring in the dark soft sea foam again. And get that light one back just to add a bit more color here. Just the top, I'm doing some light, and I'll go back in with a bit of dark just on the side, dark soft sea foam. And a bit there where you'd get a bit of shadow. Bring in a bit of old olive too, so we continue that sort of color. And we're going to go in like that, and light soft sea foam there, and I'll fill in that a bit with the light. There's a bit of the cup there as well, and I'm going to blend that in circular motions. All right, so then I've got wild wheat, and just going to add that through there just for the bit. It's a bit of like I wanted to make it look like a bit gold. So that's what I was doing there. All right, so let me see whether you can see that. Yeah. Next is petal pink for the flower, and just coloring with the light petal pink. I'll bring in a bit of that's dark bubble bath. I'll go light bubble bath. I actually just a touch in the middle. And it's very subtle. It's not strong color, but it's just to add some extra shading. And now I'm going in with dark petal pink here. Now these leaves here, they're all because we stamped it in Pebble Park, but I'm going to go over it with old olive, and it might just bring up that color a little bit. I'm going to place it on that and see how that looks. I'm going to put it all together sometimes. Add a bit more shading at on the handle under. So the next thing I've done is we take a bit of this is the bird paper. I did try to use that, but again, I'm sort of gravitating to, you'll see I'm using a lot of the other side of the paper, because the bird paper, I think you need to use it on its own with a sentiment, because the paper is so pretty, the bird side, and you don't want to cover it up. So I've been using a lot of the other side. So I'm going to, I know I've torn the other side, but I'm going to tear, just tear towards you. You're going to get a nice that white edge. And just hold with your left hand or whatever, non-dominant, and then and just trim like that. Then I've also got a piece of some paper from the Hello Irresistibles. I think it's Hello Irresistible paper, Designer Series paper, or it's Irresistible Blooms. So there's a few sheets that you could use. I'm just using this one. Any of those sort of, hi Lucia, thanks for joining me. Any of those sort of corally ones would work. or petal pink. So again, we're just going to do the same thing, rip it towards you, and any scrap bits, just use all your little scraps. And it's nice to have some ups and downs here. Now I'm going to trim that down, because it was just the other bits, the side I used. I didn't. I'll make sure that's the right length I need. Yeah, that's right. So it's 9.5 by 13.8 is our matte layer, but I've just cut that down. Now to stick this down, I am going to add some glue to just the back of the border. And glue it on here. Bring in my trimmer because my little guillotine doesn't go to that length. So it's not, this part will be probably a bit more free. I'm not sticking it completely down. So 9 by 13.8. 9.5 by 13.8, okay, just to make sure. And then I'm going to cut this at, I'm going to double check that because I might need it less. No, that's right. Same measurement, 9.5 by 13.8. I'm going to put this in a tutorial form for newsletter subscribers, so you'll have all this there. Now this is the Earthen Textures Designer Series paper, so it's pretty peacock. And could I have used cardstock? Yes, you could. But I felt it adds a little bit of texture when you use this paper. So like if you like see the difference between the cardstock and the paper, it's different. So always, maybe sometimes it gives it a varied look, which is nice, and uses up your designer series paper. So that's the other side. I'm going to emboss this with the softly sophisticated embossing folder, which is part of a bundle. It's a stamp and embossing folder bundle, which is free during celebration. This is a nice, elegant folder. Just if you want something not too busy or anything like that, it's just simple. And because the designer series paper is, of course, a little bit lighter than lighter weight, I should say, than your cardstock, it's going to create like as if you have sanded it, so it's got that. Yeah. So you can, it sort of gives like that whiter look up the top, so which is nice, and then you've got that nice dark and light shading through the paper as well, adding to it, so texture on texture. So now I'm going to glue this guy on here. And you'll see I questioned myself several times over this. Even the card base, my goodness. I was just didn't know what I was doing. I was going, should I do this? That happens sometimes. You can fuss around and not end up doing anything. So we're just going to bump that right up. And yes, you can use, if you wanted to, use just that bit of cardstock. I just felt, of the DSP, I just felt it needed something to stick on. And that's why I did that. And it just gives it a bit more support. Now this is going to be like, that's that. I've left it like free there. Just on, when it's on an embossed panel, sometimes it needs a bit of extra help there. One thing I did forget to do was cut a panel off Pretty Peacock, and I will cut into a new pack of paper, cardstock I should say. Yeah. What's the cardstock you use more often? I don't know, I'm trying to think, apart from white. I think I ran out of Misty Moonlight fairly quickly, and the Boho Blues, and Pretty Peacock lasted a bit. It's a rich kind of color, 10 by 14.3. So we're going to put that on, just straight on there, that little bit, doesn't want to. And I'm doing tone on tone. It adds depth when you do it like that. Now, while we glue on, we're going to get sentiments and all done, but so this one we're going to stick on, which is okay. It looks okay. Like, we'll go with it with my blended piece, and we can just see difference. Now, I've just got to put a sentiment, so we'll work that out. Have a think what we should do for a card base. What do you reckon is going to be a good card base? Now, my original was Pretty Peacock, but I'm going to give you some options. But you can have a think what you like. So, I've got a few different options. For my original, I actually did a blended cardstock, so it was Pretty Peacock, but I blended it. So you could do that, right? Or that way. This is Petal Pink. So I ummed it out about that as well. Or we could go a basic white. I'll get a new card base, but this is how basic white would look. So basic white. We've got Petal Pink. We've got Pretty Peacock. What do you reckon? Calypso Coral. Oh, let's see. That's a good point. I'm digging through my cut card bases. Got everything bar Calypso Coral here. I have a whole tub of card bases, but got Calypso Coral. Let's cut it and see. Because sometimes with a big piece it looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Oh, you might be onto something, Lucia. No, it's a good choice. I like it. Oh, I do like it. That's a good choice. That's gonna pop. I did ask for suggestions. Oh, did I? See, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Let me do a 10.5. That's okay. I'm not gonna try that, guys. Don't worry. That'll go as a card mat. Do not stress. Went a bit oh, the other way. Oh, I'm placing an order tonight as well. If anyone wants to place an order and you're in the area and you want to bang it onto mine so you save on shipping, you can do that. All right. Oh, I think you're onto something. Oh, I didn't think of that because Calypso Coral and Petal Pink are in the same kind of tones. So, ooh, that looks good. What do you think? I think that looks good. And then it goes with my gems I've got as well. Good thinking. So, but how does that look now? Does that look okay? Yep, it's been my thing all day, right? Look at this. What is this? I pasted that wrong. I am going to cut that down, and I wasted that casa, but it's okay. I cannot handle that. You know what? This was me all day, and I said, thank you, Lord, there are trimmers, because with the trimmer I put things all wonky. If there was no trimmer, I'll be stuffed. So I'm just cutting around this, and it'll be a bit of a smaller thing, but that's okay. Guys, this is what happens. You're crafting with my brain is not on today. My crafting brain is gone to holidays. So, back again. Hey, Naomi. Don't they look fantastic? And Lucia suggested the Calypso Coral base. I think that's awesome. Yeah, that's better. Oh. Dear me, Rochelle. Let's put that down. See how I can do that straight. Right. All right. Let's put our... I may make that then, in light of the fact that our base is Calypso Coral, let's make our flower a little more Calypso-y. Okay, just add a bit more Calypso. You had Petal Pink on the flower, but let's revisit. We can do that, you know. So it ties in a bit, and then and add my pink again. I just thought, because I was looking at that flower there, it's got a bit of a pink tone in that. So it's not quite bubble bath, but it's got some pink tones through it. Jobs, Lucio. Well, this just jobs. Goodness. I thought I did what we were talking about yesterday. I said, okay, I'm going to fold clothes before I start card making. Otherwise, there will be no folded clothes today. I'll do some housework. At least I'll say I did something. Now for our sentiment, I just wanted a basic birthday sentiment, and I've got it from, I will put the links up, right? I had here, I've got it here. I was organized. The circle sayings. So I'm just using the happy birthday from there because I just wanted a simple sentiment. Now, we'll see how we go. I'm going to stamp it in Pretty Peacock. This is the beauty of us doing lives. We can change it up. And see what happens. So I've just got a bit of scrap, right? And I didn't want to add any more. I didn't put a banner, and this is because I had a banner on it before, and then I changed it, and you know, my brain was doing all sorts of wonderful things today. So we might be able to do a banner now, and it won't look so odd. So let's pull out. I'm just pulling out a die. I'm thinking we could even use stylish shapes, which would be okay. Stylish shapes, I tell you what, it has been value for money. I've used it so much. Nested Essentials would probably work too, wouldn't it? We could do a half banner like that, wouldn't matter. I'll get a bigger piece. I'm thinking of something, doing something, and this is why I thought I can cut short the banner. So let's go with the bigger piece. And I'll show you how to, which you probably know, but I'll run it by you again, how we can shorten this banner to make a mini one. Or I just want a different edge on it. Sorry, I'm off camera. Tomorrow is going to be a full day with lots of things to do, but I'm hoping to get some live in somewhere. It'll probably be sometime in the morning, and then at 2:30 I've got Craft Live, so hop on for that if you are free. Come and have a chat. It's a half-hour class, so that it's short. It's not, but I'm using the Next Destination stamp set there. Now, I don't want the both ends to be like tailed, but I want a nice stitching on the end. Oh, I'm thinking of that. You can do that and get it cut like that, but let's do this. This I learned, I showed you guys yesterday. I learned from Martin Stone, right? He does some, it's a cool little trick. And I'm cutting another banner in the same color, same size and everything, different color, obviously. And let's do something. If it looks good, I don't know, but on this particular card, but I like the look of it. All right, so that's the stylish shapes dies I've used. And so what we're going to do is cut the ends off. Make it the same size if it's similar. This one's a little bit bigger, the bottom one. Just put a bit of glue. And we're going to, I'm going to keep it like a bit askew. All right, try it like this. So it looks kind of a bit different, but nice. Like he does some different things with banners, but I might even, like you can do one up and one down. But I think it looks better like this. This is what I'm doing. No, trimming the edge. Okay, being difficult. That looks better. Yeah. All right. And then I'm going to add a mat around it just to make it more interesting. So I'll stick that down. And then we'll add a pretty peacock mat around it. So one's going up and one's going down. Let's see how that looks. Does it look okay? What do you reckon? And if we do it here, we may not need the mat. It might be fine like that. I think it's fine like that. Just a bit different. If we put it on an angle, it kind of looks nice. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, just to balance it out there, I'm just going to add a piece of basic white at the back so it's not so, sometimes these things can be, it just helps it stabilize that. So use your scraps and holds it together a bit better. It also has dimension. Yeah. That's better. I don't know. What do you think? I'm just going with it. You like it? I'm having one of those days. Oh dear. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like that. I'm just going to go with it. These little thingies, you think you've got them all, but then you haven't. The little holes. Yeah, I think it's better. Let me know what you think, but I think it looks a bit better on the angle. And we'll stick this guy down. And that base looks awesome. I like it, Lucia. Nice idea. Now I'm going to be using these little embellishments. They are in our celebration catalog, so they're free with a $90 order, so you can pick that up, and there's matching ribbon as well, so that's something you may like to add. And these colors work well. You could even use the blue and it'll be nice. And I'll give you a comparison of our two cards. Got to do that. Got to have choices. And not sure about that bit, but that'll do. Okay, so I'll show you what I did on the inside so you'll know. I just did a basic white and did the same thing what I had done on the card on the inside. It's fun to try different things and go with it, right, Naomi? Sometimes we've just got to bite the bullet, just try it. So this was my original card and my sample. And for the base of the Pretty Peacock, to make it stand out, I actually blended Pretty Peacock on the Pretty Peacock card base, and I popped it up with this foam that I cut the foam sheets down, so it gave more stability. Instead of using dimensionals, I used the foam sheets, so because it was a bigger piece. And this was just, I just cut around it and that. So this I haven't popped it up because it's not tone on tone as such, so I just added it. And then this had balmy blue and stylish shapes, and I've used the everyday labels on this instead, just to try something different. Same sort of color palette, and the banner was different. Thanks, Naomi. Love the tear effect. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's sometimes nice to try things, and I know it felt like I was going, oh, I don't want to tear that paper because it's so pretty, but it did come up nice, which was nice. So couple of free products you can earn. That embossing folder is part of a bundle with the stamp set and called Softly Sophisticated, and these pearls, I cannot gems, I cannot remember what the name of them are, but it's these ones. And they're free with a $90 order. So I hope you have enjoyed that, and I hope you can join me tomorrow for at least gigs, and even enjoy some other demonstrations, because people, you've got lots of different, if you're into different crafts, there's lots of ideas out there. So yeah, get involved and join in the free classes. You're welcome, Lucia. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for taking the time, everyone. I appreciate you spending your time with me. And if you have time on Friday morning, 10:30, I'll be running a free class as well. So thank you guys. Have a great evening and rest of the week. Bye-bye.